Sagittarius, it's Star with Eyes of the Stars Tarot. So my apologies, you guys. I don't know how in the world I managed to skip over you and do 2 videos for Capricorn, but funny enough, I've done it in the past. I don't know. I have no excuse. My apologies again. So this is going to be your mid-month reading. We're just doing a relationship check-in here for you. Okay? Bottom of the deck we have the Shadow card. Authority, throat chakra, wisdom, accelerated motion, and memories of love. Okay, let's see. Ooh. The Chariot with the Authority card. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you may be preoccupied with your career, with work. You're very, very driven in that area, probably having a lot of success as well. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. So we have 2 tens here. There's big changes, definitely big shifts in your life right now. Some of you could be moving, but wow, moving, traveling, but very good. Good changes here. A lot of success, financial success, feeling very, very stable. Definitely, definitely in your power. Let's see, throat chakra. We have, okay, the Emperor, which is the authority here. We have the Emperor reverse. Interesting. So when it comes to speaking your mind, you don't quite feel in control. Wow. So the King of Pentacles, quite the opposite of what I see happening here. The Knight of Swords. Okay, let's see wisdom. Let me just get all the cards out. We have the Page of Cups reverse. Another page, Page of Pentacles reverse, and the 5 of Swords. King of Cups. The Lovers. Wow, the 2 of Cups. You guys are definitely going to be expressing. Okay, so here's what I feel. I feel like there's somebody that you're absolutely in love with. I have to say that. If this resonates with you, this is somebody you're absolutely in love with. But I feel like in the past, there was an issue here with you not feeling enough, not feeling worthy, or like you measured up somehow. Having to deal, yeah, I feel like there was an issue here that you needed to deal with, having to do with your sense of worth, wanting to be taken seriously by partners, by your partner, and just in general. And I feel that for you, that was very much tied to your financial status, how well you were doing in your career. Whatever the case is, I do feel a sense here where I'm getting that this financial success, this turnaround in your status, or all these good things are kind of recent. It's kind of recent that you've been, how do I say it? Okay, so you know how when you see these shows about people who have lost a lot of weight, I've seen tons of them. So people who have lost a lot of weight, but they identify as being, a lot heavier, because that's how they were all their lives. They were a lot heavier. So no matter how much weight they lose, when they look in the mirror, a lot of people tend to see still, even with all the weight off, they tend to see themselves as how they used to look, or identify with themselves as being, bigger. Because that's just how they feel I don't know, how they see the image of themselves in their mind, right? So kind of like here, that's I'm comparing it to this because I feel that this success or this feeling of being in power in your life or having authority, feeling worthy, this is something that you've been recently working on. This image of yourself, this new image of somebody who's in control and steering their lives whichever they want it to go. I do feel that in the past you felt a lot more powerless, and you weren't very sure of yourself if you could take on something long term because it was a lot of responsibility that you didn't know if you could handle. Also, I feel that there's been an issue with your communication. And even now, there's still an issue with communication. We have both two pages here. Both are in the reverse and with the Five of Wands, which kind of tells me that there's definitely, look, two fives here. So conflict comes about as a result of either a complete lack of communication or a communication that tends to be immature. So, you know, maybe you start talking and then as soon as you disagree, there's it's like the conversation's not going to get anywhere. So it ends up either ending or ending in an argument, which is what I see here. It tends to end in an argument because there's something about like your sense of self-worth that you can't express easily. How maybe on the surface you look like you have everything under control, or that's how you want to appear, but it's not how you actually feel inside, and you have trouble expressing that to your partner. So what I feel is that for some of you, this partner may have been wanting more from you. So could have been, you know, in some cases more commitment, or, you know, at least to know where this relationship is going. And you haven't been able to provide that to them because there's so much that you need to express that you have trouble getting out, that, you know, nothing makes sense. And again, you end up having an argument. The conversation just veers to the left. But I do feel that during this mid-month, so it could be because of the influence of this full moon that we just had. But I feel like there's going to be a lot more communication happening and an expression of feelings here. Really, really deep feelings. Wow. Yeah, so see, we have the Eight of Wands again here. We have it twice. So yeah, expressions of deep love. This is what I am seeing. The Fool. You're telling somebody that you are in love with them, or they're telling you, either which way, that you're in love with them, that you are willing to take a chance, and that they've waited long enough or you've waited long enough. Wow, yes. The Nine of Cups. So, let me see here. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been, there's been a blockage here because of, you know, not being able to express yourself, not being able to fully explain to someone your thought process and why you weren't able to move forward, why you saw blockages where somebody else maybe didn't. And I feel it's as a result of a big fight, probably, between the two of you. A conversation gets completely out of hand, but it's actually ends up being for the best, because this leads to another bigger conversation as a result of this argument that kind of forces you to put all your feelings out there and to recognize, you know, that whoever you have as a partner, you do value them. You do see this incredible future with them, and you see things going to the next level pretty easily. Like, you see the success with this person. But there's a fear in expressing that. It's almost like, I don't know, some of you might feel like once you say it, then you kind of jinx it, or then, you know, once you say it, it makes it real, and then things can always go wrong. I don't know, but I see you taking the chance here. Let me see. Let's pull an oracle card. Sagittarius. Integrity. Okay, let's see. Wow. So we got integrity with the devil and the magician. This is a really, to me, this is like a dangerous duo. Because it's someone who has a lot of power, but can use their power to their advantage, but at the expense of others. And with this shadow card, yeah, I feel there's a lot of insecurities here. You know, if it resonates on your side, then it would be insecurities that you have, or it could be the other way around with your partner. But I do feel that there are insecurities here that have been holding someone back. I feel like in most cases it would be Sagittarius. So, like I said, feelings of not measuring up that maybe have been with you since childhood. Who knows? Maybe you felt like this your whole life. Or even through past lives, perhaps. But there's a need here to be true to yourself, because you have been holding yourself back. Even though things have this potential of being so great, you not being able to express yourself clearly is definitely standing in your way. And I feel there is a sense here of sometimes self-sabotaging relationships. But there is a huge potential to be really happy here with this person that you are with. And you love them. I mean, look at these cards. You're expressing this, or they could be expressing this to you. If you're with a water sign, especially Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this person is completely in love with you. Yeah, and I feel like somebody has put in the time. Like, you have a long history with this person. They've put in the time. But the thing is that because you know, again, it can be vice versa. Because these deep feelings are known between the two of you. And so I do feel that there is a tendency to push the envelope. You know, so in other words, normally in this relationship, you guys should have been either married already or engaged already, but there is a tendency again to push the envelope because of insecurities, okay, and putting off having conversations by getting angry, storming out, you know, immature kind of tactics to avoid responsibility and accountability. Even though it's pretty obvious this is definitely something that you want, that you feel that can be very successful, but your fears are getting in the way. And I feel like it's time to just have an honest conversation. Put everything out there and be honest with yourself. What do you really want from this relationship, and where do you want it to go? Because I don't think you want to throw this away. This looks so amazing. This is soulmate connection. So yeah, this is like needing to express how you really feel about this person and what they mean to you in your life. Because yeah, once you say it, it's on record. That's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like, I don't want to say how serious I am about them, because then it's on record and I'm responsible. And that is what I feel the problem is. It's like you don't feel capable of being responsible. So why? That's what you have to look into. Why not? Why wouldn't you be capable? You are capable. You are worthy. Whichever way this goes for you. But there is a definite need to face this shadow side and live in your truth. Speak your truth. If it doesn't work out, fine. But at least you spoke your truth. You lived your truth. And then there won't be any real regrets, right? Theoretically. But if you never speak it and you just repress every emotion that you have and every feeling and every impulse. Even, and this doesn't seem like an impulse, to be quite honest. This seems like something that has been in the works for quite a while. But it's coming to a head because somebody needs to make a decision. Like what's the next step here? I think you're getting there. You're definitely getting there. But yeah, it's time. All right, Sag. Thank you for your patience, and again, I'm sorry. Bye, guys.